Okay, time to start this penny box hunt, guys. We're gonna start with the green one here. I'm gonna put them all up here and show you guys that they're all not opened. We'll flip them up here with tape. As you can see, none have been opened. And we'll get them open and show you the other side, see if there's any wheat enders. I didn't see any on the other side, so 1 second here. I got them all open. Let's see if there's any wheat enders in here. Not seeing any in this first box. Not seeing any in the second box here either. Or in the third, but I almost guarantee you there's a good amount of them in there. Okay, so I'm going to run all three of these through my Rydell. I have the hopper and everything, and it'll separate all the zincs and the coppers from each other. Then I'll go through all the copper bags, and I'll show you what I get. For each box, I'll lay it out. And what I'm going to be separating out are like the 1959s. I'm going to separate out the 1960s, the 71s, the 72s. And I usually take all my 82s that I know are copper since I run them through the machine. And I set those off to the side, and I just keep a collection of all 82s. So, and then I usually do go through the zinc bag as well, because usually that's where I find my super old, like 40s and before, usually. Usually it's before the 1935 era wheat pennies in the zinc bag, because back then the metal content, even for the copper pennies, weren't like 100% accurate. So sometimes the machine has troubles picking it up. So what I'm going to be running them all through, all these boxes, is going to be my Rydell machine here. Okay, just got that first box done. And we got a few of the 2009s up here. And we got a couple of the 59s, a few 60s. Got a stack of about 19 of the 71s. Got some, got 29 of the 72s. Got a good little stack of S mint marks there. Try to keep them in stacks of 10. So it's roughly around there. Over here we got a stack of our Canadians. I think there's about 14 or so there. Got our 82s all separated out over here. This camera doesn't like to focus very well. Oh well. Yeah. And then we got our wheat pennies here. We got a 1942. Got a 1944. This one down here. This one down here is a 1944S. We got two 1950s and two 1955s. And we got some weird ones in the box. We got a completely smooth Canadian cent. Smooth on both sides. I don't know if somebody ground that down or what's up with it. So it's a little different. I know it's Canadian because I can some stamping on it still. You can still kind of see some of the, well, I can kind of still see some of the like edges that Canadians have. I don't know if that was just like really poorly stamped or if it was actually ground down. So it's like that little dimple right in the middle, so I don't know. Just kind of neat. And then we got the, what is this? Uraka? I don't know. Copper. 1975. It's from the Republic of Panama. So, it's the first one I've ever found in my boxes. It's kind of neat. A little different. I guess. So, well, I'll get back to you guys once I get the next box done. Okay, got the second box done, guys. Got a good little, got more 2009s. We got a lot more of the 59s. We got like 11 this time. A few more 60s. For the 71s, I think we got 19. No, I'm sorry. We got 29. 2 stacks of 10 and a stack of 9. We tied with the 72s. We got 29 of those. We got a few more S mint marks this time. It's a little over 10. I think it's actually like, I don't know, probably like 17. We got a really small amount of Canadians in this box. And then we got some wheat pennies. We got from left to right, we got a 40. Got a 42, a 46, a 49, a 52. No, I'm sorry, not a 52, a 57. And we got two 58s on the end there. And we got another stack of 82s. We got this one here that was just really chewed up. So I just included it in the 82s. So we got about 68 of those this time. We got one more box to go, and after I go through that, I'll show you a tally of how many were in each box on a little sheet of paper, so you can see all the numbers at once. Well, on to the next one. Okay, got the last box done here. Got our 2009 stack up here at the top. Looks to be probably one of the best ones. Got a smaller stack for the 59s up there, and a pretty small stack for the 60s. Got about 19 or 20 of the 71s. About the same on the 72s. Our S mint marks looks to be like it's just over 10. Right there. Canadians, again, just over 10. We got our wheat pennies. Looks like we got a couple of 44s. Couple of 44s. Got a 50, 54, and a 56. Only ended up getting about 5 in this box. And we got 60, 67-ish of the 82s. And that wraps it up for this box, for these 3 boxes. After this, I'm just gonna take all 3 of those bags there. I'm gonna see how much bulk copper is left in them, record them on the sheet, and we'll compare how much copper was in each one. So, be back in a minute. Okay, we're all done with that box hunt. All 3 of them are emptied, counted, and tallied for. So what we ended up with the first one. We ended up with a little over $5 total and everything. Yeah, got the numbers there. We got box 2, which seemed to be the winner. Didn't have anything too crazy like the first one did. Had that flat plain Canadian and the other one. And then the blue one came really close. The third one, the red and the blue were pretty close together, but looks like the second box, the red one, took the win, as it had more of the 71 and 72s. So they ended up making it the winner. So ended with about $1.95 of the 82s, which were set aside. I mean $1.95. And yeah, turned out to be a pretty good box. Big a triple box. Each one of them ended up being pretty good. The first one's probably closer to what is more typical of what I find per box, whereas the second and third were actually quite a bit heavier in the copper area than usual. I usually find around right around $5 in bulk copper. So right around that 20% area. So, well, that's the end of this box hunt, and I'll bring you guys in for a next one. Have a great day.